You know, the last car, when we brought the EMEA, I was like, we made it.
Yeah, now
we made it.
Even though it's cheaper. Alright, Autophiles.
With the MG Cyberster.
Cyberster, man.
And we have the honor of being the first media to get it. Thanks to DSF, because we have VOTY. Yeah, the MG Cyberster is basically the flagship of all Chinese EVs.
It's a middle finger to the industry.
Yeah.
It's a middle finger to the British automotive industry.
Yeah.
Right, telling you we can take your brand and we get it done, something you cannot do.
And it's a middle finger to Tesla.
Yeah.
Because Tesla said 2017, we're going to make a Tesla Roadster.
Yeah.
2025 car is still
Never come.
Yeah.
Right.
MG said we're going to do it in 2021.
Right.
By 2023, it's in production.
It's out. Yeah.
2024, it's in Malaysia already.
Right. And it's only 320?
Yes, we'll get to the value later, but
yeah.
320,000.
I mean, come on.
The first reaction to a lot of people is that's a lot of money.
No.
But actually, it's really good value.
How much was a Boxster? 500 plus.
If you get the 2 litre, it's 500 plus.
500 plus for a 2 litre base Boxster.
Really, really interesting car. It's a lot of contradictions also.
Right,
Because
right.
it's Chinese, but it's British.
It's British, yeah. It's Chinese and
car.
British, yeah.
It's a sports car, but it's electric.
Right.
It's, you know, a convertible, but also in Malaysian weather. I don't know.
I mean, I'm of the opinion that Malaysia weather is extremely suitable for convertible.
Because every day is
Every day is convertible day, as long as it's before 10 o'clock in the morning and after 5 o'clock in the evening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's check out the design of this car.
Let's check it out, man.
First of all, I have to talk about the color lah. It's gorgeous. The way
it's
it
gorgeous,
bounces light,
Yeah.
plays
You gotta
with
see it
shadows.
where the light shines. Wow, look at that, man.
It's just so vibrant. The front, you were saying you like the front?
Oh yes, I do.
And you like the
really
light
it.
treatment?
Oh, the details in the light.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that details, man. It looks unreal, isn't it?
Yeah.
It looks anime. Yeah.
Exactly, that's the thing. The thing I didn't like about the graphics on the inside is that it looked a little bit too anime.
Yeah, it's too cartoon, right?
Yeah, too
but
cartoony.
I like it. It pops, man.
They were saying they were going for a gamer aesthetic.
Oh right. I get it. I get that game, Cyberster, right?
Cyberster, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And you get a little bit of a hint that it's actually not a British car because it says SAIC Vision.
Oh yeah,
Just like the
SAIC
MG4.
Vision, full LED system, right?
Yeah. But yeah, the front is, besides the detail, which is a subjective thing for me, I think the front is just gorgeous.
Gorgeous, actually, it's gorgeous. It's a slow burn kind of car. You know, it's a good look.
Yeah.
I couldn't place it for a long time. I was looking at Maserati. I see a bit of Jaguar, but I'm seeing it now. I like how, you know, the flow. There is a very beautiful flow to the whole top end of the car.
Yeah.
But I like how it contrasts with that sharp end at the bottom.
Yeah.
Because it looks like it's contrasting, right? But it gives it a little bit of that edge. It's like,
Because they have the width. Even though it's supposed to be a roadster like a Z4,
right.
It can almost look like a tourer from some angles.
Its size is big enough to be a flagship.
Yeah. It's just like maybe half a foot too short.
Yeah.
But the width is there.
It's there.
And of course, the most important part is
scissor doors.
It's so different from what I experienced in other scissor doors because it's completely powered.
Right.
Yeah. So there's a few ways to open it up. There's the key fob, which has a button. You have another one on the inside here, which you can access.
Okay.
So this button,
this
button is also there to close.
Okay.
When you get out, you press that button. When you get in, you have to be behind the door.
Okay.
Because the sensor will pick you up.
Okay.
So you be behind the door, you press this. And there's a parking sensor on top there.
Okay.
So if you're at a low ceiling thing, the door will just stop.
Okay.
Or if you are blocking the way, it'll just stop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then the final way is, of course, from the center console.
Inside, yeah.
Okay.
So there's 3-4 ways.
Beautiful.
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 In fact, they didn't have to do these doors.
No.
I think even if it came with regular doors,
it would have been beautiful anyway.
beautiful. And they probably saved like 20,000.
Yeah.
So the car would have come in at below 300,000, which would have been amazing. Yeah.
But they wanted to prove a point.
They wanted to prove that they can do everything Tesla wants to do and more in less time.
And cheaper.
And in a design that is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
And a lot of the vents are actually functional, man. You can see from here, you can see like a hole through the front.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Through here, there's actual holes.
Yeah.
So a lot of functional vents to actually channel air. Even this thing here as well.
Oh, yeah.
And you expect this to be petrol, but it's actually
It's a charge port.
electric.
Yeah.
Apparently the AC charging is quite slow. Yeah. And then you got the actually quite functional boot.
Oh, nice.
We got a
gourd.
This is Mulangakai. It's a Malayali derived dish.
Well, you colonize them. You colonize them. This is what you have to pay.
So yeah, China took over MG and this Malayali is taking
And the
over.
Malayali put the gourd in there.
But I mean, I was impressed because I had a bunch of Mulangakai to bring to my grandmother.
Right.
And yeah, I thought the boot might not fit it because some of them were quite long.
Right.
Wow, it's popped everything.
All in.
It's actually usable for a couple.
Oh.
If you're going for long distance trip, I mean not that long distance, because the range is a bit short. Weekend trip, yeah. You can put a couple of duffel bags in here.
Right, nice.
Okay.
You know, a lot of people complain about bag, and I have to agree to a certain extent. It's not the best looking back end, but I have to say it's very iconic.
It is.
And in this day and age where every car looks the same, right? You need to stand out.
And every sports car starts to do the same.
Yeah. You really need to stand out. And I think standing out is good. It's not ugly.
Yeah.
It takes a bit of getting used to. Maybe a bit of finesse, fixing. I don't know, man. But
You're saying this corner.
Yeah, the corner is a little bit difficult to
brain.
Yeah, like why so sharp there, right?
I don't know. The more I look at the car, the more I get the look. Now, a lot of people don't understand this, but I think you were the first to point it out, that this is actually
the reverse Union Jack.
Yeah, it's not just an arrow for the signal light.
Correct.
This is the Union Jack deconstructed.
Right.
And not just like, okay, one side is half the Union Jack and the other side is other half like Mini. This is just switched around.
Yeah.
And it's reinterpreted.
Correct. It's very important because the one thing that turns me off about the Mini is the fact that it has a Union Jack at the back.
Yeah.
I don't even drive around in a car with the flag of my country.
Yeah.
Why would I want to drive around in a car with a flag of other people's, someone colonizer, right? And I think the Chinese are very sensitive to this. They know that, if you drive around with a British flag, one of these days, your car's going to get torched, as Tesla is experiencing now.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think one good way that what they did here is that they respected heritage, but they switch it around so that it's a bit more sensitive, geopolitically speaking.
Correct.
Right.
And it's actually your interpretation. If you see it as an arrow, it's an arrow.
Yeah. If you see it as a middle finger, it's a middle finger.
With the roof up or down, this part here is just the first time I saw it. It's like something's a bit off here.
Right.
Like this, they couldn't make it work for the roof mechanism, so they bulged it a little bit.
But it works. It works. Look, it has a bit of Alpine A111, and I like that because that dragging back end is Volkswagen common gear. Common gear. Oh, this is a look that not many cars can carry.
Correct.
Oh, I like it.
And then a little bit of a black thing to contrast whatever color you get it.
Yeah.
The rims are a little bit
Korean.
The rims are the only thing that don't really fit the car. I mean, it's okay.
Right.
It's okay. I wouldn't complain. But if I had the money to buy this car, I would have the money to change the rim.
Yeah.
And I think that's the first thing I would do.
Okay.
It just doesn't pop in the
They have two versions, right?
Yeah. There's another one that looks much better.
Much better than this. Okay.
This one just doesn't scream flagship.
Right.
This one just looks like I could see this on
mid-range.
Yeah, I could see this on a Sonata or Optima or that kind of car.
Right.
It's not scream, but the size is right.
Yeah. This is what, 19? 20?
Well, it looks like 20 plus. Let me double check. Yeah, it's 20. It's 20.
20, wow.
Just right now. I think the posture of the car is just...
I like it, man. I absolutely love it. There is a bit of Maserati here.
Yeah. Since we're on the exterior, let me put the roof down.
Get the roof down, yes. All right, check this out, man.
The best
but you have to be inside. You have to press it,
You have to be inside. The car has to be on.
Right.
But it's a 10-second job.
Very fast.
You can do it while moving, so up to a certain speed. Done.
Right. Very nice.
When I park this in my condo garage, we have a couple of garage cats.
Yeah.
Not ours, it's just like they live in the
They live in the
condo.
same apartment.
Only at night, before I really fell asleep, suddenly I remembered, oh shoot, it has a soft top. The cats are going to go crazy on it. Then in the morning, I went out and checked. Lucky they didn't scratch anything.
But you see paw prints.
It was covered in fur.
Aiyo.
It was just like...
Same mine also. Aiyo. What advice do you have? Is there something you can spray?
Yeah, this.
What is that?
It's a lint roller. The only slight complaint I have about the exterior is this part feels a little bit exposed.
Empty. They could have made this piece
cover
until here, right?
Yeah, you can literally see the mechanism.
But I'll tell you what, this is how the Asians do things. You look at if Japanese were to do a soft top, it would be even more holes than this. Yeah. Because you know why? The Asians are thinking, it's nice if I cover it up and lock it down nicely. But one day it will break,
The Germans will look at this and it's a problem.
It's a problem.
We have to solve it.
This hole is a problem. The Chinese are, why is it a problem? It's water will go in. Water will go in anyway.
And then the other complaint is that the plastic that they use scratches very easily.
Yeah, so there's been a lot of scratches. Not in front, here more. Yeah.
Here.
Yeah. Here. Oh. Hey, but can you polish it off?
I think
you can polish it off, maybe.
Yeah.
But I mean, for a brand new car, the fact that you have a lot of wind scratches, these are probably some rocks and some stones and some pebbles, not pebbles, sand particles, doing some scratch on this kind of plastic surfaces. Yeah. What you can do is use PPF it.
PPF everything.
Yeah. I mean, if this is in a car like MG4, I would complain. but we are talking about sports car.
Yeah.
We are not talking about utilitarian as primary consideration. We're talking about style.
But if you're going to buy a car, definitely first thing you should do is go and PPF.
PPF the car, yeah. I mean, protect this paint, man.
Yeah.
This paint ain't gonna be cheap, man.
Yeah. Shall we go inside?
Yeah?
Okay, so you're supposed to actually, in a sports car, you're supposed to go in ass first. So you sit
Because of that width of that.
but if you don't have a roof, actually, you can just
It's okay,
drop it
yeah.
however you want. So the first thing you do, you go in is you press this.
They have a don't close the door on me.
Sorry, no, I'm doing
Yeah,
that side.
okay, that's right. Yeah, so he closed it. Nice, very classy, you know.
Classy. And
Classy.
once you're in, the seat actually adjusts itself
Yes.
to your old position.
I thought it's the driver's side only, but it turns out the
Both
passenger
sides, both
also.
sides.
Yeah.
And then you have Mercedes-Benz style
Seat adjustment.
seat adjustment
Yeah.
with memory for both sides.
Okay.
Also, which is pretty insane.
Flagship stuff.
Flagship stuff. Alcantara on the door
Oh,
cards.
very nice. Some more
Leather.
maroon Alcantara.
Oh, the color choice is just
Perfect,
amazing.
yeah.
And then the way they did this reminds me a little bit of what supercars would do.
Yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of supercars do this.
Yeah,
Kind of handbag looking
Yeah.
strap thing on top.
Very nice, huh?
Yeah, I think this might not be metal, but we don't scrutinize
Yeah.
that much.
Is it? It's not metal. It's not metal.
Yeah. And then you got a little storage compartment down there.
Cubby hole.
Yeah, both sides have it. And then Bose speakers. The speakers here sound excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even with the top down also,
Right.
you can enjoy. Glove box
Nice.
is okay. I wouldn't say it's small. In fact, there are some regular family cars that have smaller glove boxes.
Yeah,
than
yeah.
this.
Some regular family car has no glove box. I wonder why. Expert.
And then you got a couple of storage bins here.
Yeah.
And then a slot for your smartphone.
Right.
And then two.
Oh,
Yeah. And then
nuclear silo.
very nice quality.
Very nice quality. Very good material as well.
Yeah. And then USB A and C, but only the A can be used for Apple CarPlay.
Right.
So a little bit unfortunate, but whatever.
Right.
There's no wireless Apple CarPlay.
Right.
I wish they had it. Around back, this is this is really good.
This huge space.
Yeah. Very usable.
Very
man.
good. And then you have your tapau hook.
Yeah, you get one tapau hook here, and these are in case your mechanism fails.
Okay.
You can manually release it
Oh,
off.
nice.
I tried this during Sights and Sounds. It causes some issues. Sometimes the door can kind of glitch out.
Okay.
But because you're saying it's an emergency,
Okay.
Yeah. But it's really heavy to lift.
Oh, I see.
There's some hydraulic support.
Okay.
But you really need to use some muscle.
Okay.
Yeah, to lift up the door.
But what if in an emergency where you flip,
Yeah.
how is this going to open?
Good question. Don't flip. Otherwise, you try to open the roof, and then maybe the thing will push your car back the other way. Anyway, don't flip.
Yeah.
Don't flip.
Yeah.
It's not a problem.
It's not a problem. Don't flip only. That's all.
Yeah.
You know, we don't need to have a 10,000 ringgit solution for every single car.
Oh, eagle. Where?
Oh yeah, there are eagles here.
Nice.
They circle in the evening. Oh, I don't know what they eat, man. I hope it's not that bird that we saw that day.
Yeah. Then you got Alcantara.
Nice.
Tiny things
Oh,
here.
very nice.
Magnetic.
Wow, very nice.
And look at the solution, man. They put a magnetic strip.
Yeah.
And it just sticks out.
Hey, a few other cars also did this nowadays.
Oh, yeah?
I think it's Tesla. Is it Tesla?
Oh yeah, Tesla is something like this. But it's very small. It doesn't like really.
Same lah. All roasters like that.
Yeah. Besides that, you got your Alcantara seats.
Alcantara,
This
man.
is not real leather, but it creases like real leather.
Yeah. You
And
see
it
the crease here?
feels so soft. Man.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Feels very
This
nice.
is like Napa Plus.
Mm.
Then you're saying this is compressed carbon fiber.
Yeah. It looks like it.
Yeah.
Don't know whether real.
Yeah, don't know whether real, but it's an interesting look. Definitely, you. The first impression was like, what the heck is that?
Yeah.
Then actually on second look, it's
It's okay. At least something different. You know.
Yeah.
If you go carbon fiber by now, you'll be like,
and it looks a bit
tacky now.
tacky, But this, what's it called? Like this carbon fiber pieces, chunks that have been put into resin. It's like a reinterpretation of that.
Yeah.
And then you got your triple display thing.
I like.
And actually a fourth display down here.
Yeah.
So your aircon controls are physical, so you got blower speed and your temperature here.
Nice.
And then you got, this is really useful, so 360 cam comes out there.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow,
So
nice.
just one press if you're parking, you need the 360 cam.
Wow. And then when it goes back to?
It goes back to actually whatever
Oh, your
want.
info. You said it.
You said it. you
Okay.
said it. The thing is, it's a little bit difficult to understand which control does what.
Okay.
But it is a touch screen. So
Oh,
you
it's
can
also a
actually-
touchscreen. Oh, nice.
So you can get your vehicle to load.
Your auxiliary
charging,
information. Yeah.
Weather info.
Oh, nice. Wow.
When you go in, the first thing it does is it reads out the weather to you for the day.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. So it's very useful in a convertible.
Yeah.
Because then you can tell.
Whether today is a good day.
Whether the temperature is going to be okay.
Yeah.
You can kind of guess lah, but some things are still set to British location.
Alright.
So this is the MG service centers,
Okay.
and then you get your account, so you can customize with your phone, and then more settings here. But usually you just leave it up here.
51%. 183 kilo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then this side is your infotainment stuff. So your radio, your Apple CarPlay, which is wired only again. And then some media stuff, Bluetooth, online music and all that. And then they have their own map system, but it's not calibrated.
Right.
I don't know if they will do it, but most people use Apple CarPlay nowadays.
Okay, so your navigation screen is there, your auxiliary information is there.
Yes.
Then this is your
Speedometer.
speedometer.
So you can customize this as well, but I wouldn't go too much
Okay,
into it.
speed is the most important thing lah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this one controls.
The aircon.
And here's where I have a little bit of issue. One, it scratches very easily. So I'm the first or second user. I think the dealer used it for a short while. When I got it the first day itself, I saw all the micro scratches everywhere. So you got to put some kind of screen, at least around here.
Protector.
Yeah. Get a generic tablet screen protector and just put it there. You can do more aircon stuff here. So your fan speed, even though it's up there, you can actually control it here also. And then you got seat heaters. Besides just the aircon stuff, you can actually have all the other controls. Here's the customization for the display.
Oh, nice.
So you can have different versions.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, you can change your ADAS setting.
Oh, wow.
And the issue with this is the ADAS always resets to
Back
everything
to,
on.
okay.
And it has a overspeed warning.
Okay.
And in a sports car, imagine every time you get in, you have to tell it, I'm going to go above the speed limit today, so don't beep. Yeah. So that's the one complaint.
Okay.
I would like it to just remember to be off.
Okay, that means you can override the
You
setting.
can override, but you have to override every time you get in.
Right. If you can save the setting, would be great.
It would be nice. I'm sure maybe you can if you have the user, you save your account.
Oh, I see.
Maybe there'll be a way up. Then you can set your door opening height for the scissor
Nice.
doors.
Now it's maximum.
I mean, it should be maximum, but if let's say your garage is a little bit
Lower.
then you can set it to like 90% or whatever it is.
Very nice.
Nice blend of physical controls. So these are all the physical controls I require. Maybe the only thing I would ask for is a volume control.
Okay.
But you can do it here.
Okay.
And then you got your super sport button. So this is like your Porsche.
Give you a bit for a short while.
Yeah. So you can actually change the drive modes here.
Okay.
So that you have comfort, individual, sport mode.
So,
but if you want a super sport mode, you can get a little burst.
Okay. Okay.
So most of the time I just leave it in comfort. It's good enough. But yeah, you want the burst, it's here. And then on this side is your regen braking.
Okay.
Yeah. So
yeah. Nowadays they're all using it for this.
But I like the way they did it here. It basically cycles from 1, 2, 3,
Right.
3, 2, 1.
Okay.
So if you see a corner coming and you're lazy to brake, you can actually just set it to 3 and then you just let it go.
The left hand is your brake.
Yeah, left hand is your brake. So it can be a quite leisurely car to drive. This one I can't remember what it was. But on the first day I figured it out, then later
You forgot.
The other issue in here is like the signal stocks don't feel very nice. Like it just feels like they took this off the MG4 or something like that. The stock itself.
Standard.
Yeah, it just feels very standard. Doesn't even, like when the steering is straight, it kind of doesn't even stick out enough.
Okay.
It's a little bit too
short.
Yeah.
But the steering looks good, feels good.
It looks good and color matched perfectly.
MG makes very good steering, I realize.
Yeah, and you got some metal plate, but it doesn't look that great.
Right.
Yeah, it looks a little bit like they just slapped on the metal plate. But yeah, what kind of complaints?
Yeah, can't really complain, man. This is done right now.
And this is supposed to protect your head in a rollover.
Yeah.
But don't roll over.
Yeah, don't roll over because how are you going to open this?
Okay.
All right.
Let's discuss our score.
Okay, so what's your score?
5 out of 5. No, objectively speaking, I think the exterior they did an extremely good job.
Excellent job.
Excellent job. Giving it a bit of character with the rear lights, the Union Jack.
Yeah.
Giving it a bit of character with that little motif, the graphic in the first in the front of it.
Right.
So everything about the exterior is just done right.
Right.
The fact that they went with gull-wing doors also on the inside and coming in here, doing most of the color matching and the material choices very, very well.
Yeah.
I think exterior is close to 5. It's a 4.8.
Wow.
Yeah. Like really, I cannot think of how they could make it better.
Right.
The only things that I personally don't like is the graphic in the front line. I feel it's a little bit
a bit Cyberster.
in the name.
Cyberpunk.
Cyberster also just sounds a bit off.
Yeah.
And I would consider that exterior issue because the name is literally at the back there. But yeah, if I'm looking for a statement car, I don't want 8 Series size.
Right.
I want this.
Yeah.
8 Series to me is a little
it's too GT.
it's not wieldy.
Yeah.
This is wieldy.
This is wieldy.
Yeah. And so exterior design is 4.8.
Wow.
Cannot deny, it's really, really well done.
Interior
is a little bit less actually.
Right.
I really like how they laid out a lot of the controls.
Right.
But a couple of things I did not like, and I think that they could have done better. Some of the materials, like the rubbers and all that, it just feels like what is this design going on in the back? Just there, you know. And then some of the rubbers here, I can see it starting to, I don't know, oxidize or something. This looks a little bit off, not so bad. I asked myself, would the British do a better job? And the answer is no.
No, because even my Porsche is worse than this. so I mean,
Even the Germans can't do it.
even the Germans are not doing much better.
A couple of other things irritated me, like the seatbelt would kind of stick like this
okay.
very easily.
All right.
Which was a little
bit too sensitive.
A little bit too sensitive.
Right.
Ruined the experience a little bit for me. And yeah, this gear shifter thingy.
A bit unnecessary. now.
Unnecessary. I didn't really mind it that much,
Right.
but I just didn't see how it added to the
Right.
float with the character of the car that much. Yeah, a couple of things here and there. I think more subjective lah. You know, like having nicer feeling. It's not flagship quality single stock.
Yeah.
But besides that, it's all very, very like minor complaints.
Right.
It's like it's literally nitpicking.
Nitpicking, yeah. Because
Aircon was not that cold, but it's a Roadster. You know what do you expect?
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of thing lah. But packaging wise, I think they did the best job possible for a car of this size.
Right.
To give you such a huge and usable storage space here. To
Yeah.
put a couple of handbags.
Right.
2 handbags.
Right.
A camera bag.
a small bag also can.
Yeah, it's great. So I can't really complain. Interior is a 4.5.
Wow.
It's really well done.
It's well done.
I would change the screen. I think I would wait for the facelift because I know they can do better with the screens.
Okay.
The screens, the layout is a bit off. The size of the screens are a little bit small. And then the brightness also is like, hey, it's a top-down car, you know. In the sunlight, this is not going to...
You can't see anything.
Yeah. So these are all like, you know, you're almost there kind of thing. But for what it is, I have not seen anyone do better. And to do it so fast and to have so few mistakes is really, really impressive. What about you?
Exterior. My score is a bit lower than yours, actually.
Okay.
A bit lower than yours, not because it doesn't look good. It looks good. It's a slow burn kind of car, which I like. Because slow burn kind of car, they look good for longer, you know. And then once it hit you, once you're hooked, you're hooked. The back is still a little bit uncomfortable to look at for me, but it's not that lowers the score. I think you can have character without looking difficult to appreciate. It's like Zagato, you know. Zagato, it's
Too much character.
a lot of character, sometimes a little bit like, yeah. I know I'm not at your level, but maybe you're not correct also, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like brutalist in car form.
Correct. Sometimes it gets a little bit over. Yeah. Where else you have Giugiaro. Giugiaro has always emphasized aesthetics.
Yeah.
If you try to do something odd, it still has to look good first, right?
That's Bauhaus.
Yeah,
it has some curves to it.
Yes.
Some human-friendly design.
Correct. So I get a bit of Zagato-ish here. It's like I'm shocking you because I'm shocking you. You get what I mean? But I appreciate that because coming from Chinese, this is quite interesting because character is there, right?
Yeah.
But there is no breakthrough in terms of looks. I feel there was no look at the latest Tesla Model Y Juniper, right? Yeah. You know the reflective light, like. Dude, it's so simple, right? But why nobody thought of it, right? Yeah. So those are breakthrough, right? And I don't see a breakthrough here. I see a lot of design elements, very good, but there is no that. Yeah. So for me, the exterior look is a 4.5. Okay. The interior for me is also a 4.5 because it's really laid out quite good. I noticed that some choices of material makes it very scratchable. I'm not going to complain about all this layout because I see 1.2 million ringgit car also as bad as this. For those people complaining, you've been driving Alphard all your life, it shows. It shows. Ferrari is even worse. All right. So I'm not going to complain about the ergonomics. It's just a slight use of material that is a little bit how do I put it? Maybe not
fitting a flagship.
Not fitting on a flagship, but that's about it. So a 4.5. It's done very well. Yeah, so I can't complain. Shall we go for a drive?
Go for a drive.
No, I want to stop the cats from going up there.
Stop the cats. You gotta get some...
Get some dogs.
Cats difficult, man. They do whatever the heck they want.
Yeah, they're autistic one.
Yeah, they don't like sticky surfaces. Like maybe where they normally go up, you put a double-sided thing where like, they touch it's sticky, they'll just freak out and go up.
Okay. Alright. Okay, that's something I'll do.
Don't abuse that information, but it's definitely something that they don't.
No, they cannot go up the roof lah. You know, the roof is 10,000 ringgit, you know. You know, I don't have that many 10,000 ringgit sitting around
so
for them to destroy.
Outside, that's why it's covered in bird shit.
Yeah.
I have to choose between bird shit and
cats.
and risk them scratching up the thing.
Bird shit is better.
Bird shit is better. I can wash it
you
off.
You can wash it out, yeah.